In this lecture, we can learn about a topic, error detection and correction. So, error detection and correction is one of the fundamental content we have in communication networks, because we are sending data in the form of bits from one place to another. So, through the transmission medium, the data will be moving on the way to the receiver, and we need to detect any errors happen, and we need to if any error has been detected, then we need to correct them. So there are many methods for this. So at first we can see about the type of the errors we have. So whenever bits flow from one point to another, that is one place to another, when we transmit the data, due to the interference, due to the atmospheric effects, sometime our signal will be getting interrupted, and because of this we can get errors, and one form of this error is called single bit error. And that means one bit of a given data will be corrupted. So this may be 1 or this may be 0. The second kind of the error we have is burst error. So here 2 bits in the data unit have been corrupted. Here also again 0 or 1. So this can be viewed with the help of simple schematic. So the data sent will be here with single bit error. So we can say that data available is 0000 0010, but once it got received, we can able to see the 0 is changed to 1. That means the data is wrong, that it has been corrupted. So only one bit level is identified here for this corruption. And for the burst error case, we can see that more than one bit will be getting corrupted on the way of the transmission to the receiver. So here we can say the length of the burst error will be 8 bits, which can be identified from the schematic view. So here 0 is changed to 1. Instead of 1 we have 0, then again 1, 0, 0 has been changed to 1. So this shows that these are the corrected bits available in this data content, okay, once it has been sent from the sender to the receiver. So in order to detect and correct errors, we have to follow a certain method. One is by using redundancy. So what is meant by this term redundancy? So redundancy means we need to send some extra bits along with our data. So in the sending side itself, we will be sending some extra bits, and if the data sequence has been received without any other error, this will be removed by the receiver. So that is why this is called redundant bits. So here, and in order to detect the errors, we can able to follow a certain format. So whether this can be a single bit error or this can be a burst error. And if identified that okay, certain bits are corrupted, then we can go for error correction, and follow that also we will be following certain formats identified in the bit pattern. So we go for coding. So the redundancy will be achieved through various coding scheme. So the sender will be adding redundant bits, extra bits through the process, and the receiver check for this and in a predetermined format, and if there is no error, this will be taken out. So this can be called as a error detecting approach. Like the same way, we also can say linear block codes we can use. So minimum distance for linear block code. So here we will be utilizing the concept of Hamming coding. So with the Hamming distance measured, we can able to identify which bit has been corrupted. And also this is called as a parity check code. So the one of the error detecting code we have is parity check code, and this code can be called as linear block code. So here what is the format is for the k bit data word and for the n bit code word, we can able to calculate this code word content with the formula that is n equal to k plus 1. So by adding this one along with the normal data content, okay, we can able to form the code word. So that is done based on whether it is for even parity or whether it is for odd parity. and this extra bit is called actually parity bit. And with the minimum Hamming distance we need to keep a level, that is d minimum equal to 2, which means that the code is a single bit error detecting code. And now we can see a table where the content shown is k equal to 4 and n equal to 5. And what is k value? That is the data word content, and the n is the code word content. So here the data word and code word for parity. So here 0, here all zeros, though we are adding a 0. Here 1, and we need to make it to even parity, so we are adding another 1 so that the number of 1 is even. Here again number of 1 is 1, so we need to add another 1 to make it even parity. And such is the case here. Here number of 1s already even, here also the code word we are having even, so we are adding a 0. So in this way normally we will go for this linear block code checking with the parity bits. And here we can see the structure of the encoder and decoder. So once we send the data is called actually code word, and before making this code word we utilize the data word, that is the k word contents, and that will be taken with the parity format. And finally we will be adding the redundant bits, and this redundant bits is called actually redundant, that is R0. So R0, A0, A1, A2 and A3 is now become the code word, which now we are sending through the transmission media. And in the receiving side again the same content will be taken out, and it will be checked with the parity checker, and we will check for the syndrome. If the syndrome values are 0, that means we can accept the data, that means there is no error. But in the syndrome value, if it comes 1, that means there is error, and therefore we can able to discard the data bits. And this is the format we follow in this error detection, and that's all in the class today.